Hello to everyone who is watching this video. Before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. I am Kimberly Inobio, and today we are going to discuss data privacy versus data collection. The morality of tracking users and managing sensitive information. With the rise of technology today, data has become one of the most valuable resources in the world. Organizations process substantial quantities of user information to power personalized experiences, improve products, and detect fraud and drive innovation. However, this practice raises significant ethical, legal, and social concerns about individual privacy, autonomy, and trust. This report examines the tension between data collection and data privacy. It explores the ethical dimensions of user tracking, discusses the Philippine Data Privacy Act of 2012, or also known as the Republic Act number 10173. It outlines the responsibilities for application developers, reviews notable real-world classes, and highlights key takeaways for building privacy-conscious software systems. The core tension of data collection versus data privacy. One of the example here is a health and fitness mobile app. A fitness tracking app collects users' data such as daily steps, heart rate, sleep patterns, and location during workouts. However, data collection in the case of data collection, because the app gathers health and activity data, it can recommend personalized workout plans and calorie targets. It can detect abnormal heart rate patterns and notify users to seek medical advice. Aggregated data helps researchers study lifestyle diseases and improve public health programs. The company can analyze user behavior to improve app features and usability. On the other hand, data privacy risks arise. In the case of data privacy, however, if safeguards are weak, sensitive health data could be leaked or sold to advertisers. Employers or insurance companies might misuse the information to discriminate. Location tracking could reveal a user's home routine or habits. Users may lose trust if they feel constantly monitored. To balance the tension, to resolve this, the company follows privacy rules enforced by the National Privacy Commission and designs the app too. Ask clear consent before collecting health or location data. Allow users to delete their data anytime. Encrypt stored personal information. Collect only what is necessary for the service. This example shows that data collection improves functionality, while data privacy ensures ethical and safe use of information, and both must coexist. Moving on to ethical dimensions, beyond legal compliance, the ethics of data collection demand careful consideration. Three core ethical principles govern responsible data practices. Ethical dimensions of user tracking examples and informed consent. A food delivery app asks permission to access a user's location. An ethical practice is that the app automatically enables location tracking once installed, hiding the permission inside long terms and conditions. So the ethical practices is that the app shows a clear pop-up. We use your location only to show nearby restaurants and delivery times. It also lets users choose allowance or allow while using or even deny. This ensures consent is informed, visible, and voluntary, aligning with guidance promoted by the National Privacy Commission. Number two, purpose limitation. One of the example here is that a university website collects student emails for sending academic announcement. Unethical practices is that the school later shares those emails with marketing partners promoting gadgets or loans without asking again. Now, the ethical practice is that the emails are used only for school updates unless students explicitly agree to receive external offers. Now, this prevents scope creep and respect the original reason for data collection. Now, surveillance versus service. One of the examples is that a social media platform tracks what post users like and how long videos. Now, the helpful service is that the system recommends similar content to improve user experience. That's all right. That's okay. Now, the invasive surveillance. The platform secretly analyzes private messages, microphone input, or off-platform browsing to influence behavior or ads. When companies like Meta platforms personalize feeds and ethical practice requires transparency about tracking controls to turn tracking off. Clear explanations of how recommendations work. Otherwise, personalization begins to feel like constant monitoring rather than assistance.
Hello everyone, my name is Ira Amis. I will discussing about Philippine Data Privacy Act of 2012. First, we have a right to be informed. You have the right to know what personal information is being collected about you and why it is being collected. Second is right to access. You can ask an organization if they have your personal data and request a copy of it. Third is right to rectification. Rectification, which means you can ask to correct your personal information if it is wrong or incomplete. Fourth is right to erasure. You can request to delete your personal data when it is no longer used or needed or was collected improperly. Fifth is right to object. You can say no to the use of your personal data for certain purposes like marketing. Last is right to data portability. You can request to get your personal data in a format that allows you to transfer it to the another service or organizations.
Good day, ma'am. I'm Jubilee Shrada. So today I will explain about the slides, the developer responsibilities under the Data Privacy Act or DPA. So this slide shows what app developers must consider when handling user data. So na siya four main responsibilities. First is collect, store, process, and dispose. First is collect. So developer should only collect the information that is really necessary. So this is called data minimization. So for example, if an app only needs your email to create an account, so it should not ask for your home address or other personal information or details that are needed. So the goal is to avoid collecting too much personal information. So mao siya collect. So mao pod siya gikan og data minimization. So second is store. So store is encrypted, access controlled, secure services. So after collecting data, developer must store it safely. So this means the data should be encrypted, protected by passwords, and saved in secure servers. So not everyone should access sa imong data. So, only authorized people ang maka-access or maka-allow nga mag-manage o makakita sa imong data. So, para this prevents hacking, data leaks, and misuse sa imong personal information. So, the third is process. So, with legal basis and for specified purpose only. So, processing means using the data. Developer must make sure what they use personal data only for a legal reasons. So, legal reasons and for the specific purpose they told the user. So, for example, if ang user naghatag nimo og email para maka-receive siya og update sa maka-receive siya og update. So, ang company should not use the email for unrelated purpose. Kanang dili siya gamiton if dili sa unrelated purpose without permission anang data. So, para ang tanan must be clear and lawful. So, the fourth is dispose. Delete securely when no longer needed. So when the data is no longer needed, it should be deleted properly and securely para ang developer should not keep personal data forever. Kaya ang developers dili siya dapat mag-keep og personal data hantod-hantod. So secure deletions ensures that the information cannot be recovered and misused in the future para walay dapat deleted na siya. So the slides shows also the best practices. So the first is privacy by design. So this means should be included in the system from the beginning. So not added by later dili mag-add unya nga na. So another is having clear cookie and tracking policies. So ang users should know if the app is tracking their activity and why. So that there should also be a user dashboard for data control. So kanang the user kay this allows user to view, ma-edit niya or ma-delete niya in their own information easily. Kadali siya og delete, view or edit ang kaning user dashboard for data control. So ang lastly is developer should conduct regular security audits. So, para makatabang siya if this helps check if the system is still secure and protected from threats. Para malay ma-prevent og hack and everything. So, that's all, ma'am. And thank you and God bless.
Hello, ma'am. Good day. I am Reynalyn Binya Makala from BSIT 3C. Real-world cases. Examining real-world cases helps contextualize the stakes of data privacy in practice. Cambridge Analytica 2018, a major violation in one of the most widely publicized data privacy scandals in history. The personal data of approximately 87 million Facebook users was harvested without their explicit consent by the political consulting firm Cambridge Analytica. The data was used for targeted political advertising during major election campaigns. The scandals exposed the dangers of third-party app data access on social platforms and the lack of meaningful consent controls. It triggered widespread regulatory scrutiny globally, including investigations that lead to substantial fines against Facebook. Comelec Data Branch 2016, a local case. In 2016, the Commission on Elections or Comelec in the Philippines suffered a massive data brains in which the personal data of approximately 55 million registered Filipino voters was linked by hackers. This incident is considered one of the largest government data breaches in history and exposed critical vulnerabilities in how public institutions handle sensitive citizen data. The breach underscored the urgent need for stronger data security measures within Philippines government system and contributed to heightened enforcement activities by the National Privacy Commissions. Apple App Tracking Transparency or iOS 14 Plus, a best practice Apple's introduction of the App Tracking Transparency ATT framework with iOS 14 represents an industry-leading best practice. Under these frameworks, apps are required to obtain explicit user consent before tracking individuals across third-party websites and applications. This consent first approach set a new industry standard, empowering users with a direct control over their tracking preferences and forcing developers to reconsider data collection strategies.
Good good evening everyone. Today I will discuss the key takeaways on what every developer should remember when handling data privacy. So first is data collection and privacy are not opposite. As developer, we can collect useful data while still respecting users' privacy. The key is to balance both through ethical design. Second, we must always obtain informed, specific, and freely given consent. This means users should clearly understand what data we are collecting and why. Consent should never be forced or hidden. Third, under the Philippines Data Privacy Act of 2002 or Republic Act 10173, there are illegal responsibilities for handling personal data. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. As a future IT professionals, we must follow these rules. Fourth, we should apply privacy by design. So this means privacy should be built into the system from the beginning, not added later. Security and data protection should be part of the app development process from the start. So the end, remember this, privacy is not an option, it is the starting point. So thank you and God bless.
Now, privacy is not an option. It is the starting point. The relationship between data collection and privacy can be complicated, but it can be managed. For application developers like us, understanding the ethical and legal rules for handling personal data is not just part of the job. It is also a responsibility to society. The Philippine Data Privacy Act of 2012 gives clear legal guidance while global cases and industry practices provide useful examples. But by being transparent, collecting only necessary data, keeping it secure, and giving users control, developers can create applications that are not only useful and innovative, but also trustworthy and responsible. Once again, this is Kimberly Novium, and we are the Group 2 reporting data privacy versus data collection. Thank you so much for watching.